how to have great sex. Ugh. Hi everyone, welcome to the 12th and final video of our 12 Pillars of the True Man series with myself, Noah Hammond.
And Corinne Lacombe.
Today, we're gonna be talking about how to have great sex. And more importantly, we'll be revealing some of the characteristics of the sexual man and how you men at home can step into more power, more passion, more play. What's another P word? More product, more pleasure. Thank you. In your sex lives. Now, the absolute most important first step that all of us men must take if we really want to own our sexuality and have the most amazing sex we possibly can have is to become the master of your sexual energy versus being its slave. Let me explain. We grow up in a society that is fueled by sex. Everywhere you look, on the marketing, on the billboards, and the advertisements, and the commercials, all the way to the pornography that is so completely accessible to anyone and any time. Between all of that, we get a lot of stimulation and a lot of misinformation about sex and about our sexual energy and about its value and where it should go and how to use it and all these different things. And ultimately, it leaves us disempowered because we end up being slaves to our sexual energy, meaning our sexual energy controls our behavior. We don't control and own our sexual energy. So when the sexual energy hits, we have to release it, or we have to figure out a way to change our minds or take a cold shower or to deal with our blue balls or the endless list of things that everyone is familiar with hearing. And what I'm here to tell you today is that actually you can harness and own your sexual energy where it works as you decide it to, where it is something that supports your creativity, supports your productivity, supports your pleasure, and supports you living the lifestyle that you want to live. So here are just a few things that I think all men should be aware of, and beyond this video, you can learn more about them by heading to truemanacademy.com. First, there's a super common misconception that for a man, your orgasm is attached to your ejaculation. That in order to have an orgasm, you must also ejaculate your sperm. And this is not true and is the cause of a lot of wasted energy across us men. And essentially, what you should know instead is that men can have many, many orgasms, full body, energetic orgasms that are incredibly pleasurable, even more so than the typical kind of orgasm that have nothing to do with ejaculation. When I found that out, that blew my mind. Okay, that's one. And second, I want you to know that you can actually use this energy and move it consciously throughout your body, throughout the body of your partners and your lovers, and create great pleasure even without necessarily having to use physical stimulation, even to the point where you can have an orgasm for yourself and for your lover without physical stimulation being the cause of it. So just knowing these two things, it can really open up your mind to, wow, there's more to sex than just, how long can I last? Or how many times can I make my partner feel pleasure or have an orgasm? It goes beyond that, and it's actually it's one of the most powerful energies in your body, and you can harness it for well beyond just the act of sex and reproduction. So where do we go from here? How does this affect you having great sex?
I just want to say that in the realm of sexuality, for a man to take the lead in some experimentation and some new, deeper levels of intimacy is really sexy in itself. And I know that exploring some new opportunities and things with Noah has brought us together more strongly in our relationship, has opened the doors to new experimentation and play, and really brought that level of intimacy in our relationship up and through the roof. And I'm so excited that he included the sexual man in the True Man Academy module, because it's going to be such a treat for all the ladies out there to date men that are graduates of the True Man Academy, because when you bring this energy to the bedroom, when the time is right with your authenticity and some of these new tools and ideas, you're literally going to blow her away.
I can't help but say no pun intended with that one. So, you know, what I want to leave you with is that I am no different than you. So when I first heard these concepts, they blew my mind. I had no idea any of this was possible. It all sounded crazy to me, but I was able to find some teachers who could show me the how-to. How do you go from that all makes no sense to being capable and able to harness your energy in that way. So if you're in that space, if you're curious about this kind of thing, as well as any of the other qualities we've talked about in this 12-part series, head on over to truemanacademy.com. And women, stay tuned for the 12 Pillars of the True Woman series coming soon. It's really been my honor, my pleasure to bring some of this information forth. I hope it's all been helpful. And Corinne, is there anything you want to say before we say farewell to our friends for now?
I just want to say on behalf of all women everywhere, thank you, men, for stepping up, standing up, and getting ready to step into being your greatest self. It's really going to be great. Rock
on! Okay, head over to truemanacademy.com. That is where the journey continues. I'm sending tons and tons of love to each and every one of you, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thanks so much for being here, guys.